Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you today. Excited for today's show. Guys, I am looking at this card, this Riyadh card. Bam Rodriguez and Puma. I'm into this fight. This is a money-making opportunity. This is a money-making card. I got a couple of announcements. I'm working with Johnny. I'm working with and Chilltown to try to get them on. It's obviously huge fight weekend. It's not just a big fight weekend, it's a massive fight weekend. A huge money-making opportunity this weekend. Obviously, a massive money-making weekend. A lot to get into, a ton of fights, a ton of money to be made. I'm working on the Benavidez tape right now, so I'm going to have that for you guys shortly. I'm going to have the Benavidez tape for you in just a minute. I'm excited for that fight. That's a money-making fight. It's Benavidez by stoppage all day. We can make money on that. We can make money on Bam by stoppage. We can make money on Abdullah Mason by stoppage. It's just a big weekend, and we can make a lot of money. I've already locked in one of my locks. World of Wrestling is here. Hey, brother, I got Bam, Mason, Benavidez. Oh, my God. It doesn't get any better than that, man. I got the same thing. I got the same exact thing locked in. Same bet, same 3-leg, all locked in. It's easy money. Let's get that bag. World of Wrestling. All money. Yep, I got the same thing. This is right there, guys. We need to lock that in. I didn't put World of Wrestling up to this. He just put this out on his own, and I 100% agree with him. This is something we got to make money on. Right here, where we got to get the bag. Right here on this particular card right here. World of Wrestling is 100% right. Yeah, so again, I'm working with Chilltown and I'm working with Johnny to get everyone on in one accord. Other news, I just started memberships, guys. Become a member. It's $5 a month. We got a ton of perks for you guys available when you become a member. I will admit, though, I'll take Yard seriously. Yeah, I mean, he's a legitimate opponent. He's got, in my opinion, he's a world-class fighter. He deserves to be on the world-class stage, but he's got nothing for Benavidez. You know, Benavidez has some flaws and his strengths, and both are glaring, but he's so good. And he can come forward and he keep the pressure on. He just breaks you down and chops you down. I really can't see how Yard's going to withstand that. Yard's not a spring chicken anymore. What is Yard in his mid-30s? 33? How All right, let me pay the bills first, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's in the ticker below. $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. It gets you asked to bookie anything. It gets you requested video. It gets you access to the Discord. In the Discord, we do all the live betting, the updated props. We do all of that for just $5 a month. So join the Patreon today. Link is in the description. It's in the ticker below. $5 a month gets you all of the gambling advice that you could ever hope for. The absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. So join the Patreon today. Link is in the description. It's in the ticker below. It gets you all of that for just $5 a month. Also, guys, memberships are available. With the memberships, you guys get a ton of perks. You guys will get a link to join me. You will get the long-term lock. You can get special call-in shows, special members-only shows. There'll be merchandise. There'll be all of that when you join the membership. The membership is just $5 a month. There'll be members only live stream where you guys can call in and we can chop it up. We can get you all the gambling advice that you need. We can break down any fight. There'll be members only videos. There'll be members only merchandise. There'll be all of that, just $5 a month. You guys get all of that. So become a member. Consider becoming a member. It's $5 a month, guys. We'll take care of all of that. So do that as well. That is brand new. That is just set up today. Become a member. Hey, Gary, do you get Mizuki Hiroto odds? He's always a good moneymaker. She is. I haven't seen the odds, but let's look it up. Yo, Junior Smile back in the house. It's good to have you in the house, Junior Smile. It's good to have you in the house. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Smash the like button. Help me get to 3,000 subs and become a member. Don't be surprised if Haney stops Norman. You guys, y'all told me this about Catterall, and I was very skeptical. I didn't bet on Catterall by points. I didn't to go the distance. I just took Catterall on the money line because I thought the odds were very, very good. And some of y'all kept telling me, Catterall by stoppage, Catterall by stoppage. Oh man, Catterall by stoppage. Now y'all telling me Haney by stoppage, Haney by stoppage. I do like Haney. I am leaning towards Haney in this fight. I'm definitely leaning towards Haney in this fight, just a little bit, though. Just a little bit. I would still say Haney by decision, but look, I'm not putting it past Haney by stoppage. Maybe. I mean, maybe. Don't be surprised if Haney's. All right, guys. After you guys join the Patreon and become a member, head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. It's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. Carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. Carnivalbar.com. The Carnival Bar is clean, self-stable nourishment crafted by hand for adventures, picnics, and everything in between. That's carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. This is I want to point this out. This is upsetting to me. Shout out Carnival Bar. You guys do a great job. Remember when models used to be attractive? When did we go wrong with that? Honestly, when did we stop using good-looking models? And no shade at Carnival Bar. Go get a Carnival Bar. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It'll change your life. But this woman is not attractive, and this guy is like. First of all, this chick is chubby. Carnival Bar is something that help you lose weight. She's built like a chubby box. She's supposed to be. She looks like she might be pregnant. And this guy's, he's bald. What happened when models used to be good looking? What are we doing? All right. And anywho, I digress. Let me get back to some of these. I think Norman wins by split decision. I did a poll the other day, and it was 50-50. It was 45-45 and 10% said a draw. It was that close. It's a tough fight to bet, guys. I ain't gonna lie. This is a tough fight to bet. If you lean towards Haney, that means we take the over. I'm taking the over. That's the bet I like the most. I like the over. After watching Norman fight again, not too impressed. Honestly, it's and I get into this on my video, guys. The video for Haney is live. I dropped that last night. I'm working on Benavidez today. I'll get the Benavidez video out for you guys today. That will be dropped live today. I'll have that out for you for sure. But the thing about Benavidez, the thing about Norman is you go back and you watch the Sasaki video, and it's recency bias. And he looks so good in that fight. He destroys Sasaki. But Sasaki, what you do against Sasaki tells me nothing about how you will do with Haney. He's a complete opposite fighter. Sasaki's a guy that's come forward. He's in front of you. He wants to exchange. He's not very athletic. He's the complete opposite of Haney. So him blowing out Sasaki, yes, it's good. And yes, he's a world-class fighter. He's a very good fighter. It doesn't tell me much about what he's going to do with Devin Haney. It's a completely different battle, a completely different fight that he's going to be in with Devin Haney. So, again, that performance by him is an A+. Now, you go back and watch the Santion video. Guys, tell me Norman looks great in the Santion fight. It's studying the Santion fight that makes me look at Haney and say, I think Haney's going to win this fight. Not that Santion is strikingly similar to Norman. I mean, they're different fighters too. Not that Santion is very similar to Devin, I'm saying. But Norman definitely struggled in that fight. I know Santana's different than Haney, but he moved a little bit. He backed him up a little bit. If Haney can back Norman up like Santana did in spots, it's going to be an easy fight for Haney, actually. You know, I don't like Norman going backwards at all. He's got to come forward. He's got to have pressure on. The Norman fight was quite telling to me. It was quite telling to me. The Norman Santana fight, it was incriminating. It was quite an indictment, I thought, on Norman, who I like. I'm not saying Norman's not good. I'm just saying you can pick him apart. You can frustrate him. When you frustrate him, he gets wild. He loads up one shot at a time. Devin's got to keep that jab going. You really watch it. You really break down the tape with Dev. Dev doesn't. He's got a great jab. He doesn't use it that much. He really doesn't. He needs to use it more. He needs to, you know. And shout out to the real GK. I don't know if the real GK is up in here. He sent me the video. He talked about. If he's here, I want to ask him if I can show it. Yeah, I do want to show it. The jab flusters and blinds Norman. He's right about that. Devin's got to keep that jab going. Devin needs to win this fight off the jab. Shout out to the real GK. If you see it, let me know. Let me know if I can air that. Haney has been a weight bully this whole time, as he finally admitted when he was wearing that pink hat is crazy. Yeah, I mean, if you can make I don't call it a weight bully. If you can make the weight, you can make the weight. It's what it is. Salute, Marta Prince. Good to have you. Jones is laughing. Manny, what are we laughing? Oh, what are we laughing at? The ugly models? You hope you fall humble crumble. What's good, DJ Green? What's good, DJ Green? Thoughts on Muhammad Alakal and Sultan Ahmad, both on the real undercard. I haven't looked at their fights yet. I will get to it. I've been so busy. Let me get to it. They're both. I don't have a book on them though, right? Hang on. We'll get to it. Remind me when I pull up the book, because I just spend the show. I wanted to spend it mostly on Bam. You know, Alakal's probably not fighting anybody good, right? He's got a handful of fights. He fought my boy Travis Crawford. That's my boy in his last fight, and that Bud and Canelo. Looked all right, you know. Him as an all-time great. He's probably a guy that's 7-5. You know. He'll probably win. I'm sure they'll get him a win. So it's Alcala and then Sultan. Yeah. Sultan Alham is 1-0. He fought on the Canelo card as well. 4-round decision. I don't have much thoughts on him. I'm sure they'll win. I'm sure their fights aren't going to be extremely difficult, Manny. I'm sure they're looking to get him a win, build him up a little bit. But as far as Muhammad Alakal, I was not super impressed. The guy he fought, Boca Negra, that just fought on this past card. He fought him in his pro debut and destroyed him. Travis Crawford's my boy. That's my dude. But if you're going to struggle with him like that, can Norman really beat Haney? Yeah, I mean, he's got a shot. I wouldn't say it's impossible. He's got to cut the ring off. He's got to get on him. He's got to pressure him. He's got and you know, he's got to break him down. He's got to load up. And yes, he can win. I mean, absolutely. Norman's a slight favorite for a reason. Let's keep that in mind. But no, if I had to bet, yes, I would take Haney. Now we have to get out of boxing and think about Haney's mental state. He looks tormented by the left. So I got two thoughts on this. I think this is a fair point by Kingdom that Dev looks tormented by that Ryan Garcia fight. So there's two things. He was standing in front of Ryan too much. So sometimes when something tragic and traumatic happens, it damages you in a way that you don't want that to happen again. which is a good thing. Like if you don't look both ways when you cross the street and you just dart out into the street and then you get nailed by a car, what may you do the next time? You might look both ways. That's a good thing, right? That's one option. The other option is you just don't cross the street anymore and then you can't get where you want to go. That's a bad thing. I don't know which one Haney is. Haney absolutely looked differently in that Ramirez fight. He was completely back foot, never even attempted to aggress, never brought the action, never tried to come up the front foot. And Ramirez is not the biggest hitter. I'm not saying Ramirez is a feather fister, but he's not the biggest hitter in the world. Ryan Garcia, he is not. Brian Norman Jr., he is not. Right? He's a good fighter, former unified world champion, really good fighter, not the biggest hitter. So and Devin refusing to come forward and press the action at all. What I will say is this: I don't think Haney's performance against Ramirez was bad. I know y'all hate it. I don't think it was bad at all, honestly. I thought he did exactly what he did the job he was supposed to do. He dominated a former a unified world champion. So I think the performance was fine, honestly. But if he fights that fight against Norman, he ain't gonna win. And I'll tell you why. Because you can't run for 12 rounds. This is what he can't do what Caleb Plant did against Benavidez. Because then he'll end up like Caleb Plant did with Benavidez. He'll get tracked down and he'll get. Well, I guess he did make it. Somehow Plant made it through the 12 rounds. But he'll get tracked down and he'll get beat up. You can't run for 12 rounds. Not against a world-class fighter like Devin Haney. He could do it, and not against a world-class fighter like Brian Norman. He could do it with Ramirez because Ramirez is a little shot and he's not a big hitter. Norman's much faster, much more athletic, a much bigger. You can't run from him for 12 rounds. He's going to get you. And once he gets you, you've been running. You've been off the back foot. You know, what is it harder? Is it harder to play wide receiver or is it harder to play cornerback? Cornerback, because you're constantly going backwards. Going backwards fatigues you. It drains you. It wears you down. You can't do that for 12 rounds and let someone just bulldog you, which is what Norman will do. So I don't even think Haney's performance against Ramirez was bad. I think it was quite good, actually. But I ain't going to win against Norman. So here's what I know. Haney can't win the way that he beat Ramirez. Norman can't win doing what he did with Ramirez. I mean, Norman can't win doing what he did with Santillan. So Norman can't win that way. He's got to fight differently. And Haney's got to fight differently. So after watching all the tape, I've determined two things. This fight is extremely close. It's probably going to go the distance. And taking the over is probably your best bet. Haney is tough as hell. And let me get to some more of these. Man, I didn't make any money last. All right, Top Dog. We're going to get it back. This is a money-making week. Follow me all this week. Subscribe. Guys, become a member. If you have not become a member, memberships are available. We're going to break it all down. I'm going to do live streams. I'm going to post a link. If you're a member, you can call in, and I'll take your call on the link. But become a member. We're going to make a ton of money this week. We get a redo. And that's the beautiful thing. And that's the beautiful thing, Top Dog. We get to redo it this week. And we will. Thoughts on Eubank versus Ben fight? I had a feeling Ben was going to. Yeah. You know, I talked about this a lot last week. I'm not spending too much time about it. I'll address it for you, World of Wrestling, because you're my dude. Eubank looked drained. He looked shot. He looked weight drained. He looked old. Eubank looked as bad as you could possibly look. To me, Eubank looks like he should retire. I said shout out to Ben. Ben did what he had to do. And then other people criticized me in the chat saying, no shout out to Ben. No, don't take any respect off of Ben's name. Eubank was trash. Eubank was trash. Like, Eubank was horrible in that fight. He looked horrible. He looked aged. He looked weight drained. He looked disinterested. He looked as bad as he could look. And then he got dropped twice in the last round, and I lost my bet. Bam 1-6. Brian Norman Jr. by KO. David by stopping 1-6. Here's what I would do. If you like Brian Norman Jr. by KO, I would get a little less risky. I don't think I think David Benavidez is gonna stop Benavidez. I mean, Benavidez is gonna stop. I am stroke guy. I'm like an idiot today. Benavidez is going to stop Yard. I do believe that. I don't think it's going to be in the first 6 rounds. Bam could come at any point. What I would do is you want to leave this. But instead of David by stoppage 1 through 6, just go safer and take Benavidez by stoppage at any point. That's what I would do. What's most possible upset of this week? Mason and Oaks? No. Oh God. Those were all safe. Unless Haney is a slight dog. So I would say Haney. Other than that, I guess Mason's gonna blow Noakes out. The most possible upset, I guess, is Bam, but I don't see that at all. I think Mason at minus 350, whatever you're getting him at, is the steal of the century. You should just take that. I like Noakes. There ain't no way Noakes is beating. You just watch the tape on these two dudes. Go watch the tape on Noakes. He's a good prospect, man. Come forward fighter, good movement, good feet, durable, right? Good prospect, good power. And then you watch the tape on Abdullah Mason, and you're like, God dang. Oh, God dang. Look at this guy. Right? It's like watching the tape on Cam Johnson. You watch the tape on Cam Johnson, the basketball player. He's a good player. And then you watch the tape on LeBron James. Like, my God, look at this. Right? That's Abdullah Mason. It's like Abdullah Mason is one of the best prospects I've seen in years. Like the two best prospects I can think of I've seen coming up in the last 10 years are Bam Rodriguez and Abdullah Mason. That's it. Like those are the guys. Abdullah Mason is something else, man. He's so good. He's so good. He's perfect. Like all of the things that God could give you: power, speed, twitch, reflexes, length. He's got all of that for a lightweight. Then he's a 3-dimensional fighter, can fight off the back foot. Like he's got a high ring IQ. He knows how to use the ring. He gets a little over aggressive, and that's why he got caught in the fight where he got knocked down twice. But he finished the guy in the second round, right? Like Abdullah Mason, my God. I don't know if he's a better prospect than Bam was, but Abdullah Mason's that dude. That's easy money. Take Abdullah, take it by stoppage. Stoppage is easy money. You know anyone on the Hirota card? Let's take a look at it in a minute. Let's take a look at it in a minute. All right. Let's take a look at it now. I wanted to spend the time on Ezekiel Hirota. Let's look at the card. Okay. This is also on the 20th. Unfortunately, nobody will be watching this card. That's unfortunate. We got Jamar Talley, nice looking prospect on the card. Guadalupe Medina. So we got their prospects. Diego Alvarez. So this is a prospect card with Hirota headlining. It's not a bad card. You could take Hirota on the money line here. I'll try to break this down. But they got, we know Jamar Talley. He's an all right prospect. He did struggle in this fight with Anthony Hollowell. He won clearly, but he did struggle in that fight. You can take Talley if you want. Camden, New Jersey. Shout out. See, I was at this fight. I don't even remember it. I remember him fighting in this fight. Never mind. You guys want to see a prospect to keep your eye on? Keep your eye on this guy, Dwight Fleming. Remember this name. Remember this guy right here. Gary 3D Boxing told you about this guy, Dwight Fleming, out of Patterson, New Jersey. I told you about him. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Mason stoppage 1 to 6. Yeah, depending on the odds. I'm just taking Mason by stoppage, period. It was even money, and it's a damn near certainty. So if you want to take him top half, I don't mind it. I think he gets him out. If I had to guess, I do think he gets him out in the top 6. What's that? I'm not, I'm a little bit more conservative of a player, so I'm just taking Mason by stoppage. even money. I think that's the play. If you want to roll the dice a little bit, let me see what do I have it on my book. Let me see what I'm getting on my book. Abdullah Mason plus 340. It's nice odds. It's laying nice. It's laying nice. I might get it on that, you know. The bet I did like, if you guys want to get fancy with it, the one bet I did like was this. Jesse Rodriguez, 7-9, plus 265. That looks right to me. That looks right to me. The other bet I liked was Bam, second half of the fight. But I didn't love the odds on it. Plus 130. I didn't love the odds on it. But those are the bets I like. Bam by stoppage, and I like Bam 7-9. A lot of folks seem to have an eye on John Fernandez. Yeah, I'm going to break that down soon. Possible upset here, guys. I like Casamonica in this fight. So my next two videos, I'm working on Benavidez. I'll have that out, and then I'll have Casamonica next. Those are the next two. But I would absolutely keep my eye on Casamonica as a plus money parlay, as a plus money bet. Hang on. He's plus 290 on FanDuel. I don't have him on my book yet, but this is something you're going to want to keep an eye on. Absolutely. At Top Dog Toya, just go with methods and don't be greedy. Yeah, but she wants to get rich. She wants to get rich, you know? I kind of agree with Kingdom, but everyone's got their own betting strategy. Toya wants to roll the dice. I would take T.O., Richardson Hitchens, Shakur, Gary Anton Russell, all to beat Norman also. Ooh, Junior Smile taking shots. All those guys. Let me see. T.O., I would not. Hitchens, I may. Gary Antoine Russell. God, that's a fight right there. I just want to see that fight. As someone who loves boxing, I would just love to see that fight. I would not take. I would take Norman to beat T.O. I would probably take Hitchens to beat him. Stylistically, I think that's a disaster for him. Gary Antoine Russell's a scrap. I'd probably take Antoine Russell to beat him too. Shout out Junior Smile. That's how I make my KO money, Kingdom. Only big money. High rollers can do money line and win big. Dev might want to win by UD, but I think Brian Norman by stoppage. Those are the two. Yeah, like those are the two options here. That's what makes it so hard to bet. You got two choices here. You got Haney by decision or Norman by stoppage. I don't see it going any other way. If Haney never fought Garcia, Haney would be minus 250 money line versus Norman. Let me ask you this, Junior Smile. Maybe. If Norman didn't fight Sasaki, what would he be? Yeah? If Norman never fought Sasaki, Norman would be plus 250. You know what I'm saying? Like, I agree. I think he's probably going to win. Hence why Norman will win, in my opinion, because of the lack of forward pressure by Haney. He can't fight. He can't run. He cannot run for 12 rounds, guys. I can't say this enough. He cannot run for 12 rounds. Bam by stoppage. Brian by stoppage. Mason by stoppage. If you like Mason, I mean, if you like Brian Norman Jr. by stoppage, this is a good bet. I do think the other guys. Let me parlay this. Let me see what this looks like on DraftKings. I'm gonna have to wrap in 5 minutes. I'm gonna try to do a second show tonight, guys. I'm gonna try to do a second show tonight. Bam by stoppage. Mason by stoppage. Brian Norman Jr. by stoppage. And Benavidez by stoppage. Plus 1,000. I'd honestly just take this out and do this. It's plus 220. Oh, God, it changes it a lot. Oh, wrong one. Hang on. Plus 384. I would just do this, but you want to get in there big. I don't love Norman. I don't want Norman to screw this up. Plus 1,596. Go get it, Toya. Go throw something on that. 100%. If you like Brian Norman, throw the money on this. Throw the money on this. 100%. I'm convinced it's extremely hard to get over trauma, so that means he will be on the move, and worst case scenario, Noah will be accumulating body shots. I'm taking the over. I'm taking the over too. I went with a Suman over Catterall. Cost me. I told you not to do that, Humble Crumble. That was an easy one for me. Yeah, let's do the call in, bro, for this week. Become a member. Become a member. I'll drop you the link. You guys call in. We'll break everything down. You got to become a member, though. There's had first two in. But based on the synchro of the universe, Norman should win so we get better fights. So that division, it makes no sense for Haney to win because he has nothing to offer, and boxing fans are not. I'm confused. But based on the synchronicities of the universe, Norman should win so we get better fights in the division. I see what you're saying. So we'll get better fights if no one wins. Maybe. Note Styles is all wrong for Mason. No, I think it's all right for Mason. I think Noakes fights right into his hands. I could do just money line on all, or I will not win anything. I can't do just money line on all, or I will. Yeah, so take some stoppages. Get in there, top dog. Everyone's got their own betting strategy. Don't see how he has a chance. Bam, def not losing. Puma, def not. Noakes has no head. Yeah, and that's why I think he fights into Mason's hands. Mason by KO for sure. Mason by stoppage, 100%. Top dog Toya. You can, if you add guaranteed picks from the weeks ahead. Mason, that next Bud move. Mason going to be a legend. I agree. Along with Bam, two of the best. A lot. All of that but a chin. I would not question his chin. All right. Oh, shoot. You guys have a lot to say today. Harlem Eubank. I'm a bet Harlem Eubank in that fight. I haven't gotten to the video. I will get to the video, but yeah, I like Harlem Eubank in that. You guys are loaded today. Remember that guy who came on the live yeah. I dropped a link once. This guy want to come on. He want to come on. It's old British guy, white guy. I don't know, mid-50s, I guess. He wanted to come in just chat for that bomb. Like, this is what we're doing today. Stupid idiot. All right. I don't know what gets you demonetized nowadays. I don't know, but that guy came on just to drop N-bomb. So, all right, this is what we're doing. No luck yet in finding the broadcast for Friday's Long Beach card. Def gotta tap in. Zamora and Navarro are excellent young talents. I agree. All right, guys, I gotta wrap this up. I'm gonna try to do a second live stream today, guys. Become a member. Consider becoming a member. You get the call-in link. You get members only live streams. You get merchandise. You get a bunch of stuff when you become a member. So become a member today. You can give memberships to the homies. Join the Patreon. I'll be live again later today. Second show. Leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. I'll be back today, later today, at some point with a second show. I'm working with TJ. I'm working with Johnny to try to get them on. Collab with those guys. I will let you know as soon as I get more content and replies from them. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up now. It is, what is it? It is November 18th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless.